It was a shock for me. In Auschwitz, I felt that everything around me has a story. A story about our heritage, about people who fought for freedom. A story of their life can't be forgotten. Our task is to restore it. Remember, this story is linked with us. It's only respect. Don't forget.
In the camp in Auschwitz I felt fear. It was scary for me that we walked the same streets as people who died there. And they died because they were Jews. It's terribly sad for me. I couldn't imagine how people could survive there for even a day. It's unbelievable that no one destroyed the camp earlier. Now I can't think about Auschwitz without seeing people's faces from photos, things that were stolen from them, and places where their lives ended. I will never forget Auschwitz.
When I was in Auschwitz, I felt disbelief that something like this could happen. Terrified me view the camp and all the souvenirs. This is terrible because a lot of people and children were killed there. I'm happy that I could see this camp with my own eyes. I never forget this place.
It was my first visit in concentration camp in Auschwitz. I didn't expect happiness there, but I was scared of sad atmosphere. Everything looked so awful to be real. I can't imagine it happened in our world. I can't understand how people can do so terrifying things to other people. Today, I'm not thinking about Auschwitz and what I saw there, but I'm praying for victims and perpetrators.
In the middle of visiting Auschwitz, I was feeling anxiety, knowing that there was a lot of human beings who died. In the middle of this journal, I was thinking about all these people who get killed. I think this place is scary, but it can learn us a lot. This journal gave me a lot of things, like disgusting of what does Nazi people did. My reaction for this all was disbelief. I couldn't imagine that something like this ever happened. All this journal changed my mind about the world and history.
Recently, when I first saw Auschwitz, I felt terror. The death camp was organized so that as soon as possible, to kill people. Even more depressed I felt when I saw piles of personal belongings of prisoners who thought that they were going to lead a new, better life. One of the few comforting things was the art camp. All the little figurines and drawings parodying the bullies on the other Nazis. Speaking about them, I wonder how it was that most of them do not have compassion for prisoners. I hope it was the last time when humanity did such terrible things, and I would like all peoples to remember things that happened, not only in the camp. The only thing we can do is to pray for the dead and never let this happen again.
It feels totally different to think about Auschwitz or to listen about it in school. Only seeing it can give a whole view on a crime against humanity made there by Nazis. The first impression of the camp is totally unrealistic. I couldn't believe it really happened. I had a wall in my mind which couldn't let me imagine how it was possible. Falling deep in this traumatic situation slowly helped me to understand it. It don't mean that I can understand it already at all, because no one really can. But visiting Auschwitz gave me a background, a possibility to consider the whole problem of tolerance, not only during the World War II, but also in community we live in.
That was my first visit at Auschwitz. I was horrified by the situation of people in these camps, especially the situation of Jews. I was very sad during sightseeing because I couldn't imagine how the Nazis could kill over 1 million people in Auschwitz. It was a very interesting experience anyway, because I learned about how did they live, what did they eat, or how did they try to survive. In summary, I think that was very successful but sad experience for me.
I think that Auschwitz I and Auschwitz-Birkenau are horrible place. There were incinerators and gas chambers. When I came back to hotel, I wanted to cry and shout. This place was very sad and undreamed for me. When I remind this place, I'm grateful because I have normal life and lovely family and friends. I'm proud of visiting place of them, and now I know how people died there. I will never forget this place, and when I will have children, of course, I will go with them there again. Respect for all the people who died there.